Hello, my name is Alexander Masri. I'm a technical engineer at the Ceph e-Delivery Support. On today's tutorial, we'll be discussing the Domibus message lifecycle. This tutorial will be composed of 4 videos. The first video will cover the four-corner model. This is an overview of how the messages are transferred from point A to point B. The second video is the basic flow. This is when all the components of the four-corner model are functional. Video 3 will discuss the alternative flow, which is a temporary outage of the receiving access point. And the final video will discuss how Domibus reacts for a permanent outage of its receiving access point. Let us begin by first introducing the concept of the four-corner model. So this is an overview of the four-corner model. It is called so because in the four-corner model, the back-end systems of the users don't exchange data directly with each other, but through the use of an access point. Note that Domibus is an access point implementation made by the EU. These access points are conformant to the same technical specifications and therefore capable of communicating with each other. As a result, users can easily and safely exchange data even if their IT systems were developed independently from each other. This is also known as the mesh network. So in order to give more clarity to this model, let's assume party A is in building A and party B is in another location. Party A would like to send a message to party B, so that would be C1, the corner 1, would like to send a message to C4, being the corner 4. However, it does not send a message directly. What it would do is to make use of its access point. Now, the purpose of the access point is to send a signed, compressed, and encrypted message intended for a recipient. So it does so and sends the message from C2, the access point of party A, to C3, the access point of party B. Once C3 receives this encrypted, compressed, and signed message, it decompresses it, validates the signature, and stores the message to be consumed by party B. Now, in order for other solutions to be able to function with Domibus-based solutions, a number of standards and specifications have been the backbone of development of Domibus. These are the ones that we'll cover in the following section. Now, as of release 3.2 of Domibus, the specifications used to guide the development of Domibus were eSense AS4 profile. The eSense AS4 is a profile of the EBMS3 and AS4 Oasis standard. It has a provision for use in the four-corner topology, but it can also be used in point-to-point exchanges. Now, there are a few concepts that need to be known to better understand why these specifications are important. For instance, AS4 stands for Applicability Statement 4. AS4 is a conformance profile of the Oasis EBMS 3.0 specification and represents an open standard for secure and payload-agnostic exchange of business-to-business documents using the web services. And Oasis stands for Advancing Open Standards for the Information Society. It is a non-profit international consortium creating interoperable industry specifications based on public standards. Now, the access point software, in this case Domibus, should be run in an application server like Tomcat 8, WebLogic 12, and Wildfly 9. It generally uses a database. It can use an open source database such as MySQL or Oracle. The technologies around the operational aspects of Domibus are based on SOAP 1.2, Apache CFX. Apache CFX is an open source framework supported by a large community. Apache WSS4J, that's Web Service Security and Web Service Policy. gzip for the compression. It can also use either a web service plugin or a JMIS plugin. This depends on the use case for the organization adopting this technology. Now, in the following section, we'll cover the Domibus message status for the message lifecycle. This is an overview of the possible message statuses for each access point, for C2 or C3. More details will be covered in the following videos in this series. There's ready to send, send in queued. This is when the message is in the outgoing queue to be sent to C3. Send in progress. As the name implies, it is currently processing the message to be sent from C2 to C3. Waiting for receipt. That means that the message has been sent to C3 and C2 is expecting a response. Acknowledged is the following step whereby the message has been received and the C3 has sent back an acknowledgement stating that the message has been processed. There's also send attempt failed, meaning that Domibus was not able to send the message on this attempt. Waiting for retry. In this status, Domibus is actually waiting to retry and send the message. And send failure occurs when the number of attempts reaches the configured maximum. Domibus is unable to send and puts the message in a send failure status. For C3, there is received. This is when the message has successfully been received by C3. Deleted. Now the deletion of the message depends on the configuration stipulated in the pmode file. And downloaded. This is when C4 successfully retrieves and downloads the message from C3. So this concludes this first part of the message lifecycle tutorial for Domibus. Our contact information is here below. If you'd like to know more on Ceph Digital and e-delivery building blocks, please visit the site http://ec.europa.eu/cephdigital/e-delivery. Stay tuned for the following parts.